Knockdown 101, episode 1, how to paint a wall. Alright, so now, let's say you moved into a new house, or you've got a wall in your existing place that you just want to get rid of the color, you want to change it completely. What do? Okay, so the first thing you need to do is to clean the wall of the wall that you just want to paint over. What normally happens is if it's a kid's room or whatever, or a kitchen for instance, there's a lot of oiliness and like oily residue that you get from cooking food and that type of stuff that clings to the wall. So you first need to clean that off using like a degreaser or something, like for instance Handy Andy or something that you can take grease off. Clean that first and then wipe it down with a dry cloth so it's nice and dry. Okay, step 2 is to sand down the wall. Alright, so the reason for you sanding it is because if you don't sand it, the paint won't last. It will start peeling off. And the reason for you cleaning it with a degreaser is when you put paint on a greasy surface, it opens up. We call it fish eyes. It opens up like so you get like a uneven surface, and you can't get the paint to stick where it's oily. So that's why you first degrease it, and then when you sand it, it actually gives the paint something to adhere to. Okay, right, so now you've sanded the wall down. What you need to do now is take a clean cloth and just wipe all the dust off, because before you paint it, if it's dusty, then the paint won't, it also might cause the paint not to stick so well. So clean the whole wall off and then you can start painting. Now you can either use a decent quality roller or either the woolly one or the sponge one, it doesn't really matter. They give it a little bit of a different texture to the actual paint. But yeah, you can use any one of those two. And then brushes, I would recommend you rather use a brush only when you start getting to the edges of this wall that you're painting. So you stop about 10 centimeters away from the edges and the ceiling and the bottom where the floor is, the skirting, so that last bit you can actually cut with a brush. You just paint that in, because once you go too close with your roller, you're bound to get paint dripping on your floor or the sides where the wall is in the cupboards and stuff. Okay, I would prefer also to, as soon as you get to the skirting, the pelmets on top and the skirtings at the bottom, to actually use masking tape just to tape up the pieces that you don't want to get painted before you start cutting with a brush. The thing also what you're going to have to decide on before you start painting is, are you going to use enamels or a PVA? Enamels are obviously, in my opinion, it's a longer lasting paint, but they normally either glossy finish, but you do get ones that's like a matte finish or sheen. But it's important that you get a good quality paint, just so it lasts longer and stuff. Might be a bit more expensive, but in the long run you save a lot of money. Okay, I would suggest that you do about 2 to 3 coats of paint wherever you're painting. The better quality paint you use, the less coat you're going to use, because the cheaper paints you tend to put a lot more coats on to actually get the coverage. And then leave, I would say, at least 3 hours or so between every coat that you paint, because if you're too much in a hurry, then the first or the previous coat might not be dry yet, and then once you start rolling, it actually lifts the bottom coat up, and you'll see the paint stick to the roller, and it just makes a mess. So leave it to dry properly and then you put the next coat on. Last thing, if you are painting on a bare cement wall, it's really important that you get a primer to put on there, because the paint won't just stick on there, it's going to come off eventually. So get a good quality primer, put that on the bare cement, and then you can either put damp seal or something on extra if it's a place that tends to have dampness, and then you can apply your paint. Okay, that's all for me for today, and then I'll see you again soon.